Well, this was when the company was a fraction of the size. Look how small they were. Isn't that crazy? Just $5 billion in revenue. Still no down year over year. Even in the recession, the economy was in a recession these years. Amazon still grew revenue. Now, that was a much different base, right? So I think in a recession, Amazon's revenue would drop. What an incredible company. 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, 5, 7, 8, 11, 15, 19, 25, 34. This is all through the 08 recession. Still doubled revenue. 2010 to 07 to 2010, doubled revenue. More than doubled revenue. 48, 61, 74, 89, 107. Are we going to stop? Nope. 136, 178. Are we stopping yet? Slowing down? Going reverse? Nope. 233, 281, 386. How fucking nuts is that? 386, 470, 515 for this year is my guess. 100x revenue increase, right? From more than 100x revenue increase, from 2.8 billion to 500 billion. Whew. It's a lot of revenue. Isn't that crazy? It's never been done before in the history of business. I mean, this kind of 2 billion to 515 billion. Let's get 99. AWS, I think it's slowing. I mean, here you have the slowing right here. I mean, this will be the slowest revenue year in Amazon's history by far, since the 2001 recession. This is the slowest year ever for them in terms of growth. But, with that kind of base, right? I mean, how do you grow faster than that, very, very large base? It's very hard to grow on that base. If you really want to learn business, read these old Amazon 10Ks. And there's a book with Bezos' letters, which I'd also recommend. Who is this guy? Diego Piacentini. Again, he was 12 years at Apple, 12 years at Amazon. And you never heard of this guy. Literally have never heard of him. C'est la vie. All right, here's all the revenue since almost inception. This is when they had sub $1 billion in revenue. 1998, they had $600 million in revenue. I think we were one of those first customers. My dad and I were buying books on Amazon in 98. I think we paid by check. How funny is that? We might have paid by money order or check. How's that for a laugh? Can you imagine? Amazon still takes checks, I think. I even think they took cash for a while. Yeah, put that money in the envelope. We'll send you your books. Don't worry about it. Back in the AOL chat. That's right, Sarah. She knows. Now we're looking at the 10K in text format. They didn't do HTML. How funny is that? 11 billion market cap. This is in 99. People thought that was a crazy bubble. I guess they were wrong. It went up 100x from there. So you would have made 100 times your money over 20 years. 100 times your money. So a million becomes 100 mil. 100,000 would become 10 mil. Amazing. Not many things you could have made 100 times your money on. So let's see, shares outstanding, 61,096, 869. Let's see, stock price. going to put it down here somewhere. Stock price 11,495 divided by this would give me a $71 stock price. That's before the splits, right? So basically, yeah, it's 100x. All right. Amazon is the internet's #1 book, music, and video retailer, opening its virtual doors on the web July 1995. Store opened. Isn't that great? The internet is an increasingly significant global medium for online commerce. Total value of goods and services on the web was $43 billion in 1998 and would be $1.3 trillion, the forecast, by 2003. Remember Mediametrics? It was a old research firm. Oh, this is just adorable stuff. Web search engines such as Yahoo and AOL. Google is still not a factor. Good old web search engines. 2,100 employees in 1998. 2,100 employees. Okay? So that's 2.1K, which would then grow to 1,500K, which is 1.5 million. So it went from 2,100 people to 1.5 million people. That means for every employee they had, they hired 500 more. For every single person, right? Yep. Call it 700 more. It's amazing. Accumulated deficit of 160 million. They had put 160 million into the business by then. Wouldn't you have loved to put all 160 million in? You would own 100% of Amazon. If you were, a billionaire back then, or a major company like Walmart, 160 million would have been nothing. Nothing. It just shows you how much incentives matter. Jeff Bezos, 35 at the time. Joy Covey, who passed away, she was apparently an amazing woman who passed away very young. I forget what happened, but Sheldon Caffin and John Risher, again, people you've never heard of. They worked side by side with Jeff Bezos. He worked at Bankers Trust and then joined D.E. Shaw. Bankers Trust, the old investment bank that Deutsche Bank bought, worked there for a couple of years, get his teeth wet on Wall Street. Then he went to the big shop, D.E. Shaw, and left David Shaw to become the founder of Amazon. Amazing. What a wild story. Walmart sued the company in 1998. I guess they had the guy left Walmart to go there. Look at the stock price, $3.97 after the IPO. This is before the dot-com boom started. You could have bought Amazon stock for $3. So it would have been, I guess let's do the math here. 2873, 725. So this was, so it was 1,000x, probably about a 2,000x. I remember my initial thoughts. I liked the stock, but I was such a naive investor. I didn't understand investing at all. 2,000 people own the stock on record, at least. It's usually not that important. All right, here's the other revenue numbers. So again, not one time has Amazon had revenue drop year over year. First couple of years there, it was multiplying many-fold. But yeah, not once has Amazon had a year where they had less revenue than the year before. And that won't be 2022, but it could be 2023 if we have a recession. 96. If you bought stuff on Amazon 96, you're really an OG. I want to say we may have, but I don't know for sure. We definitely weren't there in 95 because they just started in 95. But I might have been there in 96. I gotta look back. I don't know if I have those numbers. They had 500,000 in revenue in 95, 15 million in 96, their first full year, 150 million, then 600 million, and then the billions started. Pretty crazy, huh? Well, I have to listen to the Amazon call, so I'll do that in my own time and get some insight there.